Hello one and all, and welcome back to more Let's Play Persona 3 FES. I am the Max Few Trades. In the last part, I suppose everyone has come to an agreement. I'm not 100% sure exactly what it is we're going to be going and seeing, but apparently it's going to result in having to do a fight. I mean, that obviously stood to reason. It's an RPG. Obviously, things weren't going to end without some kind of gigantic fight at the end of everything, but I don't know what exactly it is we will be fighting, unless it's just straight up Nyx again. And I'm not 100% sure what that would end up accomplishing for anybody. I suppose we'll find out. I've done pretty much as much preparation as I can, mostly in the buying and equipping of items and what have you, so I'm about as well stocked as you could hope to be, and I guess we're all just gonna go off on one final adventure, I suppose. To see what we kind of sorta already know, but I guess the other characters aren't entirely aware of the fate of the main character. You know, usually when a door is billowing black smoke, you usually probably shouldn't be opening those, but what do I know? This is the very last door. Are you ready? As I'm ever gonna be. Oh, well, see that right there? That's ominous. Oh, nice. We're back in the star dimension again. Oh, although Metis is here.
This place. This feeling. This is where the last battle was.
Hey, I can move.
Could you not before when you were here? Was that a factor? Because you guys all seem to just kind of be standing around perfectly decent as far as I could tell. But all right, well, what dynamic does this introduce?
I said before, if it's a past that everyone experienced, then you can actually interact with it. The same as that shopping mall.
Wait, everyone? But you weren't here for this.
Yeah.
It's probably because
And thus, I feel like my theory is probably accurate. She's definitely extraordinarily different than the usual Shadow that I'm aware of, but I have every belief that that is what she's basically meant to be.
Nyx.
Oh, we're going back to this.
And that must be...
So this is the miracle he performed.
Well, okay, I was unaware that he was basically a...
What? What is this?
It appears he turned himself into a lock for a gigantic door. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like.
This is his life essence. As you can see, this is what happened. He himself became the Great Seal.
Huh.
But relinquishing one's life essence means death for a human. He must have already found it. His own answer to life.
The answer to life.
I don't think he has any regrets. He managed to keep his promise to you all before his consciousness faded away.
Which is very impressive, because given everything I'm seeing and everything I think I've pieced together, that shouldn't have even been possible. So, mad props for that.
His promise? You mean to meet up on graduation day?
Wait a sec. How do you know about that promise?
How? I just know.
Yeah, that's definitely going to satiate people.
I'm probably just like Nyx and the seal this person became. Something that belongs on this side. Nick's awakening means the destruction of everything. But think about it. If she's that powerful, how was she contained before he became the seal?
I just assumed that she hadn't arrived yet because of the shadows. The shadows were all split apart. Then again, I guess before the shadows got split apart, they were a thing. Alright, well, the answer to your question is I don't know.
Well, someone else must have.
What about before humans ever existed?
Now there's something you don't see a lot of JRPGs ever establish. A time before the people in it existed.
What are you getting at?
As I understand it, Nyx is neither hostile nor malevolent.
Yeah, I kinda got that impression. Seemed very neutral.
A seal really isn't necessary.
What? Are you saying he did all this for no reason?
Well, the world didn't end, so I feel like it's pretty safe to say he did do something.
Not at all. What he was really trying to accomplish was...
Whoa! What the?
Everyone, look!
Are we not already?
No! This isn't a shadow. So many. All those peoples.
As I thought, the seal's real purpose. It wasn't to hold back Nyx. It was a seal so that it couldn't be touched.
What do you mean? That monster isn't a shadow. It's the accumulated malice that came from the hearts of countless living people. All of them, deep down, are calling Nyx.
That can't be.
Last December, I too wished to learn death. It's probably true that people in town are wishing to touch it somewhere in their hearts. There is only one thing that differentiates life from stillness. It's that we die. That's all there is.
I think I understand. When your life loses its meaning, the fact of death can be kind of comforting. That lurking malice we're unaware of is strong enough to give birth to such a huge monster. And maybe that's just how it is these days.
What's it doing?
I see then. So that's what we're gonna fight.
Why the hell is it after us?
It wants my sister! She has the same power as the one who created the seal!
Ah. So, going here was not in fact the greatest idea then.
Don't tell me you're going to fight that thing! It's impossible! It's just too big!
Nyx was pretty freakishly gigantic too, and technically we defeated them. Technically, it was a technicality, but it still counts.
This is a battle we can't run from.
Literally, where would we go? We seem to be in space.
The feelings that gave birth to this abomination were inside me as well. Because I couldn't accept reality. I foolishly sought solace in a past filled with death and strife. There's no mistaking it. This monster is the reason for all our troubles.
You got that right. If we run away from this, we're off to a lousy start for our future.
That's what I think too. This was already a battle against myself.
I won't let myself run this time. He's watching us, and I won't let him down.
Sucks to be you, big guy. 'Cause we ain't gonna lose. Let's do this!
Sister?
Don't worry. This thing can't stop us.
No pressure or anything to the player.
To go on living is to not give in to your own weakness. Let's win this for a new beginning tomorrow.
Alrighty. I'm sure gonna do my best, that is. Legitimately disturbing. Wow. Alright. I don't have the slightest idea what this thing is capable of. Could you analyze this Erebus? Alright, okay. Analyze that in any capacity. Give me some vague idea of what to do here. Other than, I guess, just my best. Alright, so far it's decent. It's decent. I can already tell that this guy's got a very large amount of HP. Yeah,
It's strong against darkness.
that's literally it. Okay, so at least at this current moment, I can use whatever I want. That's good to know. Of course, the real question is, what can it do to me? Well, I mean, if you're gonna be doing stuff like exploiting weaknesses, I'm sorry to say, it's not really gonna work out for you. Alright, well, then, if I can hit him with anything, then I should probably be hitting him with the strongest stuff I have available to me, yeah? Which, I believe, would actually be inside the power of Cert. The power of Ragnarok! How much damage does this do? Huh. Really not all that much, honestly. That's a bit of a bummer. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. But if my physical attacks are going to be just as good as anything else... The camera angles don't seem to favor physical attacks, though. That's a lot of awkward angles. And we've got big wins! Oh, no, that's a big fire instead! I was wrong. I am stupid. Alright, so if that did like 147, and a bullet does 125, it does do more damage. Alright, that's fair. Plus, if nothing else, it does look better. Alright, well... I didn't do a lot of leveling up. I really just kind of wanted to get Yukari to have her full heal ability. And once I had that, I figured we were good. Alright then, so... What's the big ice cube do? 63. That is not a lot. The hammer definitely did more. Fascinating. Oh, and you would have, Almighty. Yeah, of course you would. You would. You would. Alright, then fine. Have it your way. You think I won't heal myself every turn? I've got the items. I can totally do that. You can't stop me. Alright, well. Magic did 67. That did 178. Magic did like 60 something. Okay, that was a bit unfair because it was like a bonus thing, but yeah. Alright, well now I'm not immune to it, but still not gonna do a whole lot. Alright then, big guy, come on now. Obviously, you've got to have something else inside there. Some other crazy power or ability. Oh, that sounds like something that's crazy.
What is that light? I don't like the looks of it.
I see.
I don't know anything about that attack. Be careful.
Alright. You didn't tell me to not attack. I don't have a guard, and I can't change my target at all. I guess we're about to find out if this is a counter real fast. Oh, hang on, that did less damage now. That's odd. Interesting, okay, well, it's definitely not a counter. Alright, question. Did using this up its defense in any regards? Oh. That's interesting. Okay. When it's got a dark orb of evil, magic suddenly does more damage, I guess. I don't quite understand it, but if that's the way that it's going to be, how much damage does this here do? Oh, big time damage. Big time damage. All right. Okay. Not entirely sure what the end game strategy for this physical manifestation of the malice of humanity is all about. I don't know what they've got planned, but it seems like as good an idea as anything else. Okay, don't know how exactly one misses an attack like that. Created a gigantic ice cube and broke it in, like, their armpit. And for some reason, apparently that wasn't enough to actually do anything. Alright, well, back to being immune to stuff. Let's just hit him again. Alright, just keep healing, I guess. Makes about as much sense as anything. Keeping everybody alive. I've got more than enough items to be able to keep myself going for as long as need be. Considering the amount of damage I've been able to do so far, it's looking like I can win this.
Power has dispersed. We stopped the attack.
We did?
I think it can't move.
What makes you think that?
This is your chance.
Oh. To keep attacking? Also, what? All right, well, the camera was weird. I was like, wait, where did Ragnarok go? Okay, I'm not exactly sure what my opportunity is here, but okay. Does indeed seem like those attacks are doing pretty good. I might as well keep doing them then. Whoa, all right, yeah, no, that seemed like the best course of action. My God. All right, don't mind me. Just gonna hit you with my strong moves. Do as much damage as I possibly can. Here we go. How does he even miss? It's a big gust of wind. Make sense of that noise there, Metis. Come on now. Okay, well, if multiple people are going to be doing stuff like that. Oh, that's a bit of an issue. All right, well, the good news is I'm not relying on Aigis for the ability to heal, so that's not too big of a problem. It also doesn't seem to really focus on a whole lot else other than just whatever it feels like, so. And now physical attacks seem to be the better course of action again? Yeah, I guess so. I do not understand the rules. I am very much confused by them, but okay, I know I've already said I don't know how things have been missing in the past, but out of everything that shouldn't have missed, you shot a gun at something the size of a skyscraper. I don't know how you managed to not get that hit. That is weird to me. All right, I can't see the. I have a lot of questions. All right, well, got her back on her feet. Suppose that's fine and dandy then.
Hang in there.
Didn't end up having to waste a turn. Still, very strange. Somehow this creature was just so agile and quick that Mitsuru could not keep up and instead fell over, attempting to hit them. Very confusing. All right. I'm totally down with you wasting your turns doing stuff like that, as I still somehow inexplicably miss my attack. All right, does anybody have an explanation for any of that? Please to be of the smacking up of thine enemy. Oh, it is doing this again. All right.
The flow of power. Be careful. It's going to use that attack again.
I don't know what that attack does. I apparently made it stop the first time. And ideally, I'm totally okay with that being, never knowing, honestly. If I could go my entire life without knowing what that attack does, I feel like I could live in a perfectly normal and happy one. So, I suppose I'll just do what I did before. Hit him with the big time damage. It seems to work. No reason to not. Kind of running low on the SPs on a couple characters, but that's okay, that's okay. Oh, now why you gotta be all like this? Really? Really?
Use a Mepatra gem to cure fear.
Fine, I'll use a Mepatra gem. Only because that's extraordinarily annoying and inconvenient. Alright, well, here's hoping we can. I mean, do you think it's like a damage threshold? I feel like it would have used that attack otherwise. Maybe if you do like a certain amount of damage, the attack gets canceled out or something. Here's hoping I can still do that. Aigis is the one doing the most damage. Oh no!
Mitsuru-senpai is unconscious.
Well, that's just about the most inconvenient thing you could have possibly done.
Take this.
Alright, well, we are definitely going to be getting hit with whatever this attack is. That is just about the worst. Please don't do that again. Oh my god, why are you like this?
Enemy is gathering power.
Oh, is it now?
Hang on. Fear is only temporary.
Once again, that is not Aigis. The camera is making it look like that's Aigis when it's not. Very annoying. Alright, well, I gotta try. I'd still prefer to not get hit by that, so if I could maybe make it not.
Power has dispersed. We stopped the attack.
Okay, I guess the amount of damage isn't that high. You don't have to do a whole lot. Okay, well, there was a reason why I decided to buy a bajillion of these things. If I gotta use them, use them. Yeah, I'll bet you can't. And that's why I'm gonna hit you with even more magics. What you gonna do about it, you weird, horrifying giraffe-rig-based abomination? Alright, I guess dodge all of my attacks. That's a viable choice. How you're dodging them, I don't know. Alright, as long as that's the one that ends up getting hit, then fine. If I'm only gonna hit one of my attacks per turn, I'm glad it was the strongest one. Just keep on slapping it around. And the fire is coming, and it's gonna hurt. Alright, but I ate some of it, so that's pretty good. Big ice cubes! Oh, wait, no, you're probably back to physical attacks. Yeah, that appears to be the case. Alrighty then, back to the physicals. And back to inexplicably missing all of my attacks. That's everybody's favorite game and prize. That's a good prize, people. Okay, well. When in doubt, hit it with a hammer. Oh, well, that can't be good. Well, I was correct in that not being good. Yeah, alright. Well, that's one of the many reasons why I have the ability to heal people so well. Alright, so definitely start boosting up that SP back because, we're running a little low, as it were. Whammo! Again with that, I see. Alright. Oh, that's almost death. That's almost death. But it's not death enough, I'm afraid. And check this out. Now it's like you literally did absolutely nothing. Ain't that swell? And then I get to take a shot at you again. Whammo! I am down for it when the attacks land. Whammo! And the almighty returneth. Oh boy. Shazums! Alright, well. That's the beauty of having so many different characters available in the same fight. One of them could spend all their turn keeping the other ones alive. If I had to go into this with just Aigis and Metis like those last few fights, this would be an entirely different adventure. I'll tell you that much. Nope, back to doing this apparently. Okay, well, let's hope that third time is not the charm for him. I will instead continue to try and keep the streak alive of never being hit by that. On top of everything else, it looks like this dude's actually getting pretty close to just being dead, and I'm okay with that. I would be totally fine with that. I'm totally all right with killing the physical representation of malice and humanity. I'm gonna be honest, it's about as freaky as I would expect something like that to be, but it's definitely a lot smaller. I feel like this should at least be 5 times bigger. And even then, that's a bit of a very generous estimation, I feel. All right, well, keep on, keep it on. Like so. And then Ragnarok. This is a really good spell. Unless it doesn't hit, in which case it's not that impressive. Fun fact, all the power in the world doesn't mean beans if you can't actually do anything with it. These are the things we need to keep in mind. And there we go. Oh, it is still charging. Okay. I mean, I guess out of all the stats to lower, that's the one I'd prefer you waste your turn using it on. Doesn't really seem like it makes too much of a difference in the long run. Unless this one ends up missing, in which case, oof. Nope, never mind, it hit.
Its power has dispersed. We stopped the attack.
Hooray! Alright then, whoop. And it is not feeling too good right now. Ain't that about a shame? Let it be known that you definitely just kind of brought this upon yourself in the end. I didn't come into this place looking for a fight. Y'all came barreling towards me with your horrifying visage. I ain't about to have any of that. Okay, we are definitely making some pretty good progress here. Assuming this thing doesn't have some other horrifying super mode or whatever, it's looking like we might be able to get out of this okay. Actually, should I be back to physical attacks at this point? Well, I guess the world will literally never know. That's a fire attack. Oh wait, no, that's an ice attack. That's the opposite. And you chose the worst possible person for that. Awesome, good job, Mitsuru. You know, I never took you as the mindlessly clumsy type, but I guess there's a, you never make assumptions about people. Just because you assume somebody is extraordinarily graceful doesn't mean that they are in any capacity. Yeah, well, that happens when you somehow manage to miss something the size of an entire building with a sword. All right, well, good news. I'm gonna bring it back anyway. But I expect you to put at least slightly more effort into this. Everybody is working really hard to kill this thing. And hit it with a hammer! Okay, now that's a fire. Good call, moron! Good call. Alright, well, whatever floats your weird as all hell boat, Mitsuru. Kill all malice with a hammer! Oh, that would have been amazing. Ow, alright. Alright, you want to finally... Alright, well, it would have been really kind of cool if that ended up being, the move that finished it all, but apparently not. The enemy's health bar is clearly completely empty at this point, leaving me to wonder if I'm doing something wrong. Alright then, well, if at all possible, I'd prefer if it was actually Aigis that did it. That doesn't help you nearly as much as I think you think it does. Alright, nope, you've had multiple chances to be the hero here. You failed all of them. So instead, set the thing on fire!
Its power has dispersed. We stopped the attack.
Because we killed it, I imagine. But really? I'm actually more than okay with Yukari being the one to finish this. Hell yeah! Way to go, Yukari! The ultimate question is, what does killing that accomplish?
Ha! How do you like them apples? We already saved the world once. This was just our encore.
Well, technically, I suppose if you really want to get into semantics, the fight with Nyx ultimately proved completely pointless, and the protagonist had to sacrifice himself in order to make that fight end. And also, there was actually really the only consequences of this fight was, staying alive. That thing wasn't going to be able to do anything whether we were here or not. So, technically, this group hasn't... They helped. I'll give up. Yeah, why am I being a party pooper?
Wow, we really won.
That is indisputable. Yeah, no, we messed up some fools. It was great.
See? I told you. But will it be enough? For that monster to truly disappear, everyone's feelings must change.
So, it's gonna just come back over and over again? Alright, well, that's a bummer. Still, made a good statement.
Stop the heart's yearning for destruction. It's a formidable task.
You're not gonna be able to stop all of humanity. There are few too many nut jobs for that to be a thing.
People try to keep death at bay, but without it, they lose sight of life. It may be that there's no way to fully eliminate this monster.
No. I'm sure we can do it.
I deeply appreciate the optimism.
Aigis. We can all change someday. As long as we're alive, it can happen. After all, even I was able to do it.
You got that right.
If we want the world to change, we have to believe it'll happen. People aren't that hopeless. We should know that already.
Hey, Aigis?
Yes?
I need to apologize to you.
Well, I forgive you, and I imagine Aigis will do the same, but I guess we'll see.
I said some really horrible things. I think it really bothered me, the way you received the same power that he had. All I could think was, why wasn't it me? It was jealousy, plain and simple.
Although, admittedly, it would have been pretty baller if it was you.
Yukari's son.
And where did Aigis' armor go? I'm not crazy, right? That should be there still, right?
But really, it wasn't because you were the chosen one or anything. It was because of the way you felt. You really never do stop thinking about him. We all wanted to protect him, but out of all of us, you must have felt the strongest.
That appears to be the case.
If there wasn't a seal, the world would soon yearn for Nyx again. That's why he's here. For us. Even if we went back to before the last battle, the world wouldn't be saved unless he did the same thing.
That's generally what the exact conclusion I came to. An unfortunate reality, but it appears to be the only one we're available to us right now.
I can't believe I didn't see it before. If there was an easier way, he would have taken it.
I certainly would hope.
Yukari.
It's still sad, but if I think of him as protecting us forever, it helps a lot.
Aw.
Me too. I feel like I can breathe easier now that I know what really happened to him.
Yeah, now that we know the truth, I feel like the blinders have been removed.
All we could do before was see him go. But now, I finally feel like we've gotten closer to him.
Aigis, let's use that key and go back. To our time. I'm ready to start the morning of April 1st.
Of course.
Where it all turns out it was some very freakishly elaborate April Fool's Day prank. Man, that'd be a weird ending.
Well then, Aigis, if you would.
Right. There's something I have to say, but I'm not sure how to put it. I'm really happy to have known all of you.
Aw, that's adorable.
A lot's happened in the past few days. But over time, it'll make our friendship stronger, you know? But hey, don't say it like that. It sounds like you're saying your goodbyes.
You're right. I see. Friendship.
The strongest boat of all.
What gives you life? What makes you realize you're alive? If it isn't just death, if there's something else, it could be friendship.
Most certainly could be.
Is this the answer to life I'm supposed to find?
That's a pretty good omen, if nothing else.
Congratulations, sister.
Whoa, what's everybody doing here? Hello, that's different.
Where am I?
There aren't enough words in a 12-volume book to explain. It's the Velvet Room. That's Igor, that's Elizabeth. This place is weird, but it's good. Don't worry.
Huh? What is this place?
Put simply, it's an elevator.
Hey, wait a second. What's going on here? This isn't the front of the dorm.
Observant! Never would have known otherwise.
Everyone, what's going on?
There is no need to worry. I only summoned you here that we might say our farewells. I am rather surprised, though. I did not expect your friends to follow you here.
With, like, one mild exception, I was unaware of the fact that this was a thing you could even do.
It seems the power of the wild card within you has influenced them as well.
Okay, well, I guess that's not entirely true. I guess it is feasible. It's still always very odd to see it.
Huh? Aigis, you know them?
As much as anybody can.
This is where those who are about to awaken to their power receive guidance. My sister and your friend were guests here.
Wait, how come you're standing there smiling like you know it all?
Don't you remember what I said before? My place is here, on the other side. The abyss of time will soon disappear. Time will flow again, and you will return to your daily lives. Congratulations, sister, and the rest of you as well.
Metis.
Sister, you said before that you promised to protect him. If you've truly come to appreciate your ties to others, I think you can still keep that promise.
What?
Someday, when more people come to realize that, the world will stop yearning for Nyx, and that monster will be vanquished. For that day to come, your every action will be important. Isn't that another way of protecting your friend?
In a poetic sort of way, yeah, I suppose it is.
I can still keep my promise? Metis, who are you really? Won't you tell us? I think she's the other me.
Called it! Sorry. Just feel good about that.
I couldn't bear the pain of losing him, so I wished to be a mere machine again. You must be the part of myself I wished away. My lonely sister. Always afraid of being left alone. You came to help me acknowledge and confront the pain of living. I finally understand. I only wish I had realized it much sooner.
Sister. All life shares a sea deep within its soul. I think that's where I came from. Your heart is connected to that sea as well. You're truly alive now. From now on, we'll always be together. Sister, I'm coming home.
Welcome back.
Neat. Oh, hello.
I feel tired. I haven't felt this way in a while. When I went back to being a machine, I no longer required sleep.
It seems our guest has safely reached her destination. Her answer to life.
Answer to life?
Please, tell me, now that I've found my answer, is my life at its end?
I realize this is kind of peeling back the curtain on things, but I have a pretty safe assumption that it does not. What with her appearing
And? Huh? What do you mean?
in, like, spin-off things that I know take place after this game, she's there. So unless an exact duplicate of her was built, it seems unlikely. I think she's gonna be okay. At least she sure as hell better be.
Aigis.
You ain't taking Aigis.
It's strange. I feel so satisfied.
Aigis, you're not... No, this isn't happening.
I think I'm finally at peace with losing him. Odd. For some reason, the tears are only now coming. I should have attended his farewell. I was so foolish, locking myself away. Looking back, I remember that Metis would cry. To think I had discarded such a basic emotion.
You've completed your ordeal splendidly and come to the end of your journey. And now we must part.
Aigis! Hey, you can't be serious.
Aigis! It's all right. Don't worry.
See, that's exactly the type of thing you tell...
Oh! Aigis!
Yeah, that's the thing you tell people right before they should start worrying.
You know, I think you can spread the message now. Not with words alone, but with everyone's passion and strength. If you could do that, he wouldn't have to bear the burden all alone, would he?
And that's the weather. At the tone, the time will be midnight.
It's not midnight, it's 2 in the morning.
Good evening. It is now April 1st. Here's a recap of the news from the 31st.
You know, if Akihiko and Yukari weren't obviously here, I would almost be tempted to think that this was meant to literally just be one giant collective dream. But they weren't here when this thing first started, so I know that's not the case.
What?
When did we fall asleep?
Huh? What?
Wait, is this?
Heeds the dog's call!
What is it, Koro-chan?
Din-din time, obviously! Why else would a dog bark?
Aren't we gathered around the entrance, talking about some kind of key?
That's right. But it looks like everything's okay now. The outside world is back to normal. We can leave any time.
Huzzah!
So, the abyss of time has disappeared.
The date! It's April 1st!
Yay! I could see in the corner, but still, it's good to hear that you know it.
So, that means we're saved, right? Woohoo! About damn time!
Aigis, wake up! We're safe!
Time for sadness!
Come on, Aigis.
Wait a second. After we opened the front door with the key, we were brought to that room that looked like an elevator. And while we were there, Aigis-san...
Hey, Aigis. How long are you gonna lie there? Wake up! Aigis!
Mitsuru-senpai.
It's too early to reach any conclusions. Let's carry her to her room for now. We can keep an eye on her condition with the equipment there.
How many people do you think it took to carry her? I can't imagine Aigis is light.
Damn it. She's not waking up.
Give her time. She's probably gonna be fine.
How's it look, Fuka?
Don't worry, I've used the system a number of times before.
Okay, you mind telling me when?
The equipment should be set up already, so...
If only it wasn't so late at night.
Damn scientists and their need for sleep.
I'm sorry. I tried contacting the lab, but I doubt they'll be sending anyone right away.
Well, I've almost got the bioscan unit online.
Ah, another thing that you obviously know how to use. This is good.
Is that it?
Okay, well apparently Akihiko can do an absolute spot-on Mitsuru impression. That's impressive. Not sure why he chose to show that off right now, kind of in a serious moment.
Yes, her vital signs are up on screen. Let's see. No. This is awful.
Did you find something?
No, she just felt like saying that for the fun of it.
Her synaptic circuits, they're completely burned out. There was some sort of massive system overload that took her way over capacity. It's probably related to her new ability to use multiple personas.
Burned out? But they can fix her, right?
It's easy to replace the faulty parts, but she'll no longer be the Aigis we all know.
Depressing as all hell, if true.
No. Aigis.
No. She is okay, apparently.
Did you call me?
Aigis.
What y'all doing in here?
Has something happened?
Jeez, you had us worried sick, sleepyhead. You took so long to wake up, we thought you might have died.
And unlike a lot of other circumstances where this sort of thing is possible, there's literally not a way to check a pulse.
But how could this be?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Her synaptic circuit shouldn't even be receiving power. It's as if
Is she a real girl now?
she's really alive.
I don't know how that's supposed to work, but I'm okay with it. She is a full people now. Without feet, but still. Why don't you have feet?
Oh, I'm so sorry to have worried you all. I was having a dream. The first one in some time. Memories of time I spent with everyone and... Strength of heart, when united, is barred by no door. Oh, it's nothing.
Sorrowful partings only show us the weight of our relationships. But the joy of living comes from those who care about you. I'm a very lucky person.
Aww.
I guess. We were so close to each other. We suffered over the same things. I feel pretty stupid now. I wonder why we both thought we were all alone. I guess we're more like each other than we thought.
Whew. Well, looks like it all came out okay.
Miraculously, it appears to be the case. Yeah.
Man, I was pretty freaked out there for a while. But I think we got our happy ending.
Yeah, looks that way. I'm bushed.
Oh, crap. Now that we're not in any danger, I'm about to pass out. Maybe I can sleep standing up.
Oh, Junpei-kun.
He's got the sway of a sleeping man.
Very well. Let's go back to our rooms and rest until morning. If there's anything left to do. Actually, there is one thing I'd like to announce.
What's that?
About collecting everyone's evoker. I'm thinking of calling that off.
Yay! I didn't really see a point in taking
Our
them.
ordeal has given me a lot of food for thought. My own way of running away may have been to try to collect these and put them away, forever. But even if there are no shadows left, the battle against ourselves is ongoing. Each of you should hold on to yours.
If for absolutely no other reason, for the potential of us showing up in spin-off games, we might want to be able to still use these.
Until the day when everyone can change. Right?
I legitimately do appreciate the optimism. The next morning...
Let's see. I already shipped my large luggage. Did I forget anything?
Can I just say how weird it is to see, like, and how weird it is to say Koromaru naked? Like, I know he's a dog and everything, but I'm so used to him having, like, a little thing on with the wings and what have you. So him without it is just weird.
That was my contact. The car they sent for us will arrive shortly.
What, are you taking everyone else along for the ride too?
Their new dorms are on the way to the lab. It'll be a quick stop. I thought we might as well travel together, since we're all here. It would be dull otherwise.
No reason not to.
Where on earth is Junpei? I told him not to be late.
Ha!
Junpei-kun?
That was an impressive tumble.
Ah, let him be. He's probably trying to carry everything at once. Same thing happened last year.
That was just a really impressive amount of thump to the bumps. Like, I've heard a lot of falling downstairs sounds. That was a good one.
Oh, but that sounded like it really hurt.
If he doesn't make anything resembling a noise in the next 10 seconds, we might want to check on him just to see if he, you know, broke something that might have been fatal. And he's good!
Ow, my face. I hope no one saw that.
I can't say the same for everybody on screen, but I didn't. So there's that.
Are you alright? Jeez, what a way to end this.
Such is the life of a comedic relief character.
Ah, there's our ride. Well then, shall we be off?
I actually have a favor to ask.
Accepted! You get whatever you want. Easy peas.
What is it?
I know it might not be possible because it's so sudden, but is there some way that I can back out of returning to the lab? Before, I thought there was nothing left for me to protect. no reason to live. But now that I see otherwise, I'd like to go back to school with Yukari-san and everyone.
Yay!
Aigis. I want to continue to experience new things with you all. Is it too late?
It shouldn't be. Why are you making that face? You own the company that runs the school. Are you trying to tell me that it's impossible?
Even if I wanted to place you back in, I'm no longer involved with Gekukan High.
And what, how does that work? And who's this nerd?
Lady Mitsuru, your transportation has arrived.
Thank you.
Senpai.
Come on, be cool.
I'm sorry for the sudden change in plans, but our destination is now the school's Tatsumi Hall. The transfer to the lab has been cancelled.
Yay! She was cool!
Then, Senpai...
Now that's more like it.
Thank you so much.
So polite!
It's an honor to be able to stay with you all.
Yay! Claps for Aigis.
I'm still kinda sad to leave this place behind.
Yes, but change is part of life.
Hey, Aigis, if you're gonna live in the dorms, you wanna be my roommate?
I need this spin-off! I need this sitcom! Say yes to this! That is a good deal!
I mean, you need one, right? But hey, no need to be so formal. We are friends, aren't we?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, that's adorable! Best girls gonna live together. That's great. Best ending. Well, there you go. Whew, it went on for a little bit longer than the credits last time, but I think it is now finally safe to say that, ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between, that was Persona 3 FES, and I really sincerely hope you all enjoyed it. Much like almost all sequels that I play for this channel, I'm always profoundly worried that it's never going to live up to the expectations of everybody that really wants to see me play it. So, I can only hope that I did in fact do the things that you hoped that I would do, and that it was all worthwhile, and that the wait was worth it, and all that good stuff. Needless to say, I did in fact very much enjoy this game. It's showing its age. I will be entirely honest with you. I said it earlier, and I'll say it again. This game could most certainly make do with a bit of a quality of life-based remake. You don't have to do a whole lot. I mean, if they wanted to put the full budget into it and, like, you know, basically use the Persona 5 engine to remake Persona 3, I'd be totally okay with that. But really, just at the long and short of it, some quality of life changes here and there, some polish, you know, all that good stuff. It would definitely help this game shine in a whole new way. Of course, if they did that, then they would absolutely have to do one for Persona 4 too, and then you'd just kind of be creating a never-ending Mobius strip of remakes over and over again, so who knows if that's even possible or even vaguely realistic. Regardless, as it is, fantastic game. Absolutely love it. And I suppose I've kind of said everything that there really is that needs to be said. I suppose if there's a specific question about something that you'd like to know my feelings on, I'm more than happy to answer them in the comments. I feel like that kind of goes without saying in just about anything I play. That all being said, I suppose that's all there is to say. Once again, I've reached the end of my, grand 100 Let's Play celebration of the 3 most requested games for my channel. Now, before I jump back into playing Patreon requested games, I hope you'll all give me a brief amount of respite as I play some games that are less emotionally taxing than the last 3 that I've played. They aren't all equal, some were easier and lighter than others, but it's impossible to deny that all 3 of the games that I've been playing up to this point have been very heavy on the emotional attacks on me personally. And I'd like to take a break and maybe play a few games that aren't going to try and make me cry. I think that'd be a great idea. And with all that being said, one last time, I hope you all enjoyed the hell out of this series, because I did. And I hope to see you all next time for a brand new Let's Play, whatever that might end up being. See you then. Bark, bark. Oh! In case you're still here, I just really want to very briefly point out, yeah, I fully super duper ultra intend to play all of the spin-off games. That is totally a thing I wanted to do. I've been holding off on playing a lot of them because so many people said you have to play Persona 3 first because it's got characters in it and it spoils stuff, and I completely agreed with that, but now that I finally have played it, oh, you bet your ass I'm going to be playing all the things. The Persona Arena games, Persona Q, Persona Dancing. Oh, I'm gonna play all of them. Now that I'm officially untethered and unbound and can do whatever I want, oh, these are all gonna happen. I don't know when, because again, I'm sure even the silliest and funnest of these spin-off games are still emotionally gut-punching, so, I still need a break from that. Regardless, they will all be played. Huzzah! At long last! If I had to guess, maybe Persona Q. Depends if I can get it to play in a way that I can record. We'll see. That's all for me. I'm out.